before she got on stage.
Uh,
But yeah, but everybody finds the right things to help them in development. Like I said, you still do the prep thing, the food prep thing, or that's you
that's just
know
for myself now. Yeah, no, I cut off the company. I just, like I said, I got a new job and it's amazing. It's just very demanding and takes a lot of time and effort and hours. And I am a mom too, on top of all of it. So at least my kids
yeah
like my food. I'll cook for
yeah
them.
yeah. So what's your job? Well, how long you been doing that job?
I am a finance manager for the automotive industry. So I worked for Lexus for almost 20 years. I had a little stint at a Volvo dealer, and now I'm actually at a GMC Buick dealer, and it's fun. I really like this place. So a little shout out to Hardin Buick GMC in Anaheim.
Yeah. You ever get a chance to test out the new vehicles come through? Say yeah.
I think doing it so long, you don't really care about it anymore. You're like, oh, that's a cool new car. All right.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I used to have a couple of jobs when I was younger. I used to work at a textile. I worked at a gas station. I worked at strip club, and and you get used to like guys. I used to remember guys who said, "George, you at the club all night with those girls." Hey, dude, it's not always the crack up as you be because sometimes if it's a good night, they're great, but if it's a bad night, it's not always sunshine or rainbow sun. Here I got here from my man Lawrence. Shout out to my man Lawrence. Says, "Congratulations on your pro card. You have amazing physique. By the way, Miss Talia. Thank you, brother."
Thank you.
Also, we have is here we have Dorian Reyes. He says, "Talia, your positive energy and dedication is very inspiring. You rock. Wow,
Oh,
these
thank
guys."
you.
Is
Good. I'm glad.
also, for a man Jedi says so many amazing shoot pics of her. Wow. Telling you, you gotta be careful with these guys. They see these new folks. When we see our ladies all buffed up and shredded, they get so excited. They just don't know what to do and stuff. They just, it's like, it's like, it's like, it's like the dog chasing cars. They don't know what to do one and they get one. So, it's a lot of work. Now, like I said, the training, the regiment, and you said that the thing that Santo you work on was your glutes. What you feel like is your strengths and weaknesses physically?
I love my arms, and it's kind of fun because at least I can wear short sleeves or no sleeves to work and show them off. And even my guys are hysterical bringing customers in. They're like, "She'll arm wrestle you for the warranty," So it kind of gets people going. It's just we all have fun together. We'll do push-up contests, so I can make them feel bad about themselves, and it's just
Yeah.
fun though. We have a good time, and yeah, it is inspiring. I like to get people to feel better about themselves. Oh, I can do this. And oh, I don't have to sleep till 9 o'clock. I can get up earlier. I can just kind of put them in the right direction. And
Yeah, it's good. Did you bring puzzle back? Because, like I said, with doing this content, I often have ladies telling stories how people view them with muscle. Because you're in California, and you can. It's not too cold right now. Y'all. It's probably I think maybe the low 50s, 60s. Something like
yep.
that. Because I'm in the down south. We're about like that too. We don't get too cold. Like we don't like every time off we might get a little flurry of snow, and everybody goes crazy and just buying milk and cheese and everything, and you got to stop. Hey, it's just half an inch. Anyplace else, it wouldn't blink an eye. But yeah, it's good that your friends and coworkers support you. Like I said again, people don't understand what it is to be, especially a woman in the sport.
Yeah.
How some people mistreat. Like I know you say you have good supporters, but also there are people like I call the haters,
Yep.
like who make comments like, "Oh, she's trying to be a man." Guys, I'm right here looking at a beautiful lady right here. I don't know what man you see. If she's a man, it's a pretty man. But the thing is, you're an athlete. You train, you work hard. And one thing I was like you just mentioned earlier, you are a mother. If that does not prove that she is not a man, what the hell is? You know, how old are your babies?
I have a 7 and 10-year-old.
It's still babies. Yeah, I know that you love their mom, and are they boys, girls? What's a mix of them?
My youngest is a little boy, my oldest is a girl, and she's she gets it more than he does. I had to kind of explain to him the sport, and because he likes football, so there's the minor league, there's the major league, just there's different leagues to each sport, and that's just kind of what we're working on over here. And my daughter, she started realizing that people stare Mommy, he's looking at you. And I was like, you know what? They're going to. I don't look like other women, and that's okay. I don't want to. Like, I enjoy what I do, and it's I think aspiring to people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I interviewed a lady a while back. Her name is Jamie. She is a teacher, and she's not a bodybuilder, but she does work out and train. And she, teaches children about how to use kettlebells and train and work out. Children are more open-minded and also more impressionable, and especially you're their mother. And one of my favorite quotes is from the movie Psycho: "A boy's best friend is his mother." And we, mine was mine was mine. And we support whatever y'all do. We can do no wrong. I know he probably when he gets older said, "My mom can out wrestle and beat your dad." So that's the thing. But like I said, that's a good thing that they love and support you, because most people don't understand what you are and what you are, who you do. This is my man. Shout out to man Balls Deep says, "Good afternoon, gorgeous." He says, again, he says, "Chicago in here as usual." Also, he says, "Smash that like button." Thank you, brother. Appreciate that support. And also, he
Cool.
says, his another quote: "Schmo gang, because I'm part of that gang." you know, and also he says this. He says, uh, "Peace and blessings, beautiful." So wow,
Thank
you gotta be careful, balls deep. He's a mixed bag of nuts sometimes.
you.
So, like I said, when you're training, what's your regiment like? What's it like for you when you're working out during the week?
I'll go lift, and every day is a different body part. Basically, I'll do 2 leg days, one quad focused, one hammy focused, glutes each time though. I'll take one rest day, and then it's cardio right after. So,
Hmm.
and then get ready and go to work. It's kind of.
Yeah. That's a lot to do. I mean, and you should say the glutes were your weakest point because you have to work on those, and
Hmm.
you have to work on your arms is the best part. But what's your favorite workout and the one you hate the most?
What I hate the most, I don't know. I don't really hate any of my workouts. I do enjoy workouts. I started doing it's a 50 set. So it's 25, 25. So it's a drop set. You do heavy 25 and then drop like half the weight to another lighter 25 and bust out 50, and I'll do 4 of those, and I'll do it the whole week. So like the third week of every month, I'll just do that for every exercise I'm used to doing. And I think it's put on quite a bit of muscle strength. I actually just hit a PR on Monday. I was very excited. I did 12 plates on the leg press for 12 reps. So that was impressive for me. I was very excited to keep hitting PRs. That's what I do. But at the same time, I don't try to do anything too heavy. I don't want to get hurt. I'm not a power lifter. I'm not trying to max out at 3 reps. I want to get it in and really build my muscle.
Yeah, because one thing is, it's always about what's the things you need to work with and things you need to fix. The training regimen is the most important part. Diet is the most important part. To be a complete athlete, you improve on your weaknesses and
Hmm.
strengthen your strengths. Here we get here from a man Jedi. He says, uh, you know, wait a second, my computer's a little slow. He says,
Oh,
"Her
thank you.
shoulders and biceps looks incredible right now." There you go, guys. You got your little flex. Be happy now, okay? So put away your tissue and your lotion. You'll be all right. you know, it's just like I said. We guys who follow the sport, especially for y'all ladies, we just like the guys coming here. They're just excited because we just at awe because it takes a lot. Not like I said, the sacrifice you have to make: time, money, your body, your life. I mean, not everybody can do what y'all do.
Which is true. I mean, it is life. I don't drink. I don't go out. I go work out and I go to work, and then like today I have to go pick up my kids from school, and then we hang out and do the things that we need to do, and it's it's the cycle, and that's okay. I'm okay with it because it's what I love. It's what I enjoy to do, and like I said, 2025 is gonna be fun. I want to leave no question that I did everything I was supposed to and could have done when I step on stage. So
Yeah, it's like anything. We go into this sport, you determined to do what you can do to really step up and show up. I mean, and to be on that stage again with some amazing people. Like, is there anybody that you follow that you're a big fan of in the sport?
Not really. I know I should be better. I don't have a lot of time to do all this, but I've met some amazing women just from doing shows, which is cool. And we've stayed friends on Instagram and we like message back and forth and do our memes and stuff. But as far as like following anyone specific, no, I unfortunately don't fangirl over anything. We'll see. Maybe
I
2025 will be
understand. Like,
different.
yeah, yeah, everybody has, yeah, everybody, like I said, they have the different reasons why they love the sport, love the training. Sometimes you make bonds, later on when you are doing this because you meet somebody who shares common interests with you, and sometimes,
Yes.
sometimes some people don't click, But there's some people I'm just a fan of, just amazing women in sport, and some I've become friends over this time doing this content and have conversation. Let's talk about regular life, like just what we do for the holidays, or what's the plan for the year.
Like I
Living
said, I
like regular
don't really
people, but
do a
that's what
whole
it is.
lot. It is. Like I said, I pick up my
Yeah,
kids from school. We're
I
gonna go to a dentist appointment. It's like I make my own food, and it's just kind of that's what it is. It's funny. Like my partner at work was gone over the Christmas week, so I worked all week. I only got Christmas Day off, so I only had half a day with my kids, which was sucked. But we made the best of it, and they said they had a great Christmas, which is the best part of it. So yeah, I just normal stuff. I go grocery shopping and tanning. That's about it.
yeah, yeah. You sound like the remember that show Jersey Shore. You go gym, tanning,
Yeah,
and
for
working out.
real. It is funny, but it's so true.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody has things they like to do. Like I said again, I've talked to ladies that sometimes when doing the sport, it's changed their life a bit because they have to change the things they used to do. Like I know ladies that say, "Well, I don't go out like my friends like I used to, and I don't drink like I used to. I don't do this like I used to because this sport is very about it's again being consistent and making those choices, a sacrifice and investing your time in something that's important to yourself. Well, folks, what we're gonna do is this. She did an interview right after getting her pro card. And I'm gonna put the interview. You want to check it out. It's on NPC News Online, and you can go find it, and if you want, I can leave the link in the description. You want to watch it. But here we go, here it is, her interview. We'll pull it up real quick.
Thanks.
Not a problem.
Yeah. Did I get it right?
You got it right.
See, oh, not a train wreck. How does it feel to be an IFBB Pro?
This is incredible. It's literally what I've put so much hard work into for the last 3 years. Dedication, commitment, hours, just the time away from friends, family, kids. So it was hard for a lot of people to understand, but I did it. I really, really want to thank my coaches, my IFBB Pro coaches, Terry Hairston, Kim Baby Doll Harris, and James Judge. I really couldn't have done this without them. But yeah, it's been an incredible journey.
Oh, well, I mean, you walked away with 2 pro cards. So, I mean, wow. What an achievement.
I don't even know what to say. I'm floored. Yeah, this is really cool.
So, what was the hardest part about this prep for you?
I think it was just the loss of time with people and not understanding what it was that I was trying to do. And I don't have a lot of family support behind this. So now that I did this, it feels really good.
Yeah. I will say it is a little difficult when you don't fully have your family's support. I dealt with that when I first started competing. My parents didn't really understand, and they're like, oh, like it's unhealthy, and you get the whole spiel. So I mean, it is a true like personal accomplishment to walk away with. You're finally an IFBB Pro. It's like
Yep, lit the fire, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna do this. So I did it. I'm very excited. I can't wait to compete on the pro stage.
I'm excited to see you on the pro stage. Congratulations again, and welcome to the IFBB. You're welcome. This is Sky Linear with NPCNewsOnline.com signing out.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's like I said again, the sacrifices you had to make, especially It said you have a lot of support from families and friends, because that's the one thing about this bodybuilding, because people don't understand it, because it's not a mainstream sport compared to the others like football, basketball,
Sure.
baseball. Even if you look at now, I remember when I was coming up, you used to catch bodybuilding on network television, NBC,
Mhm.
ABC, ESPN used to show it, but now they're showing stuff like cornhole, pillow fighting. But
Right.
bodybuilding is, because I think one reason mostly because of the use of steroids, performance enhancers, but it's in every sport, but it's so easy to pick on bodybuilding compared to the others.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. I don't get it. I think it's also people look at cornhole and go, "Oh, that's something I can do." Unfortunately, I think that's like just what our nation is seeing now. Like they're making excuses, and it's justified. Like that's okay. It's okay to look like this. I don't know. I think it's interesting that we push health, but then it's not health. Like healthcare is not healthcare at all. So,
It's just be mediocre. That's pretty much it.
well, medicine is not designed to help you anymore. It's because you get yourself there with foods that you shouldn't be eating. Even the ingredients in our foods aren't the same as they are in Europe. They have stuff that's banned in half of our foods. So why are we still eating the same? So, unfortunately it's an obese population and it's getting worse and worse, and I think people just see that as the standard. And oh, like I said, cornhole, that's something I can do. I can go drink some beer and throw baggies into a hole. It's just, I don't know, I feel like people don't want to apply themselves like they should.
Well, just to say this one thing was, like, I know if I talk about my mom, I took care of her about 6 years, and food was a comfort. And then because she was sick, I was dealing with her stuff. And then when I realized I didn't have her to take care of, I had to realize to take care of myself. At one point, I keep talking, I mentioned this, I was almost 500 pounds.
Wow.
I was right now, I'm under 400. And I'm not perfect, because some things like this afternoon I had a chili cheeseburger, you know, it's just I'm not gonna be like y'all guys, but I do try to eat smart. It was actually chicken, not beef, and that's
You're
good,
just making better choices. Exactly. So you've come down. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's hard work, and sometimes one thing is I love sweets. I'm like Pookie New Jack City. They be calling my name, man. Be calling me, but I give in. I give in. I know I give in. Here's this from my man. Lawrence says, "That's awesome. You've been doing auto story in 20 years. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother." It says also, my man, he thought says, "You are sexy as swole as AF." Oh, yeah, man. Also, he says, what's your favorite part to training? And I think she mentioned earlier that she's really just likes to train and work out, and just really build her body, and just make those gains. 'Cause like I said, you're planning on
Exactly.
doing 2025, and like I said, big year, every year, just the opportunity to step on stage with some top elite competitors.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be a good competition now. I know this is the big leagues. This is the pro league, so it's not going to be easy, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Here a comment from a man, Lawrence says, I see amazing women with amazing physiques. That muscle helps us on the way, plus, especially when she's a mother who breathed like on this uh, planet. We would be here because these ladies, yeah, we love our mothers,
Hmm.
I miss
Hmm.
mine, she was my woman. And also, my man says, flex for the ages. You just saw the flex earlier. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. Also, haha, balls deep, laughing at you. And says, also, he says, a mother first before anything, and all things that speaks volumes. Yeah, it's true. Because, like I said again, I know there's times where you rather spend more time with your kids and just do things you want to do with them, because they're still young, they're still
Yeah.
babies, might say.
Hmm.
But because this is a sport that you love, and I often say this, you have to love the sport because it's not as profitable. compared to other sports. You can't really make a living off of it unless you do, as I call them, the beat the meat websites. That's what they are.
Yep.
But but it's not for everybody. You
Mm-mm.
have to really understand what you get into this. But this is a sport that it's extreme to it, but there are some benefits to it.
Yeah, I mean, the exposure is helping me, and like I said, hopefully I get a sponsor this year. But that's also why I'm up so early and I train so early because my kids are still sleeping, so I'm not missing out on time with them. And I think that's what a lot of people didn't understand. How can you do this over spending time with your kids? I'm not doing it over spending time with my kids. I push myself to get up early and make sure it's done so I can spend the time with my kids. So I think that's a big difference.
Yeah, you want to miss those precious memories, especially when they're still young. This is from Man Jedi. Says she's a fangirl of herself, rightfully so. Thank you, brother. He says. From man Stefan Priest, congratulations on your pro card. Thank you,
There you go.
Stefan. He says also. The man Lawrence says, I used to watch the show Jersey Shore in my high school years.
That's so funny.
Oh, you make me
Like you're
feel
different,
old.
right?
Oh, you make me feel old. That show came out. I think I was in my early 30s. Oh God.
I don't
Yeah.
remember. I know I watched it.
I think I think the cut up was Snooki. I mean, she was always the cut up. I mean, I think one person I didn't like that chick, Angela. I hate her guts. She's just a bitch.
It's just like, what are these people doing?
This is from a man. Just does she feel like she proved her family wrong? So, like I said, like, are you like your family members, like your mother, father, brothers, sisters? Do do they support you? Like I said earlier, they weren't very supportive of you getting to the sport.
It was just they didn't understand what I was trying to do. Like, why are you always doing this? What are you going to do now that you have your pro card? Like, why are you trying to get this? It was more of this is a this is a competition. I'm competing at a high level, like any other thing. Like they came out and supported while I was driving demolition derby car. What am I going to do with that? Nothing. It was for fun. So it was just, I think a lot of it not understanding why I spent so much time doing something I loved, and they didn't see it that way. And like I said before too, with like the whole kid thing, like my family, my extended family didn't know that I was getting up as early as I was and not missing the time with the kids. They thought I was doing it in lieu of, and they don't have to be mutually exclusive. I was doing my own thing before they're even up. So I don't know. I got a lot of flack for it, and just kind of made me feel bad. And I didn't have anybody come to any of my shows. Granted, a couple were in Pittsburgh, and that's, I don't expect people to travel, but with my job, even prior to doing all this bodybuilding, it's very demanding. It's a lot of hours. It's off hours. I work nights. I work weekends. So as far as having that friend base, I don't go out. I don't hang out because of that. So I think also getting into this was okay. Now I can get up early. These people still aren't up early. I'm gonna go do something for myself. So it was just the off hour time of my job, and I was able to do something else too. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then you
Yeah,
kind
because
of
like
get
I
your
said,
gym fam. So
yeah,
that's fun.
yeah, the people you work, your coach and your people at the gym. I know, like I said again, ladies told me that they lost friendships because people don't understand it. But then it's good when your family realize how much this means to you and they say, you know what, let's put my personal bias aside for the well-being of somebody who will love. I remember I talked to one lady, she's IFBB Pro, and she told me that sometimes when she visits her parents, her dad would come to the show. She'd be excited. I don't
That's
know if I could be a dad watching my girl or walk around in a bikini, partly naked, and somebody looking at my daughter saying, "Yo, who's that? Who's that?" I said, "That's your daughter." Oh yeah, I said, "It'd be like we brought about fight." But sometimes she said that her mom they wouldn't want to talk about it because she's from England, she's British, and it's
Mhm.
very traditional, very feminine, society over there in England. It's kind of borderline where you can go either way with it, but yeah, it's tough to see people that you love don't support you. They support you one thing, but not this. But once
Right.
they understand how much this means to you, and like I said again, put their own personal bias aside, I think it's a good thing. It
Yeah.
happens. Yeah. Um, this is from a man, Tony 97. Shout out Tony. Congrats on amazing stage performance. Talia, you're my favorite IB pro. Can't wait to see you compete against. Are you in bulk now? Like I said, she's getting ready because she's planning on to compete this year.
Mm-hmm.
Just right now, her and the coach are talking about what shows are available for. Like she's in California. There's Arizona Pro, when it's just about towards the end of the year. That's part of the Rising Phoenix. Triple O, I know they don't have women's physique this year. Saw the Legion had dropped it, and there's Texas and several other shows. It's a great opportunity, but it's about when you feel like you and your coaches feel like you're ready.
Right. Yeah, I'll do check in next week, see where we're at. It's definitely a building phase. I don't like to call it bulking so much, but yeah, we are building, and it's not ready to cut for any show yet, just because nothing's on the books. But we'll get there.
Okay. Here we get here from a man, Jedi. Shout out to Jedi. He says, she's spot on. Not everyone has what it takes to become a bodybuilder or even hit the gym consistently.
Yeah.
And my man Lawrence, he says, great interview. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Support. Also, this is from a man Tony, says, just discovered about your calendar. I'm willing to pay $100. It's to be autographed. Whoa! Hey, hey,
DM
hey,
me, we'll
hey.
talk.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, Tony, you just got here. Her links are in the description of the live. If you're interested about doing this, because like I said, $100, hey, it may not be much, but it's enough to put a little drop in the bucket. Because like I said, is sponsorship. Yeah, sponsorship does help. For these ladies, and they compete and they train, they work out, the cost. She's a mom with kids. She has responsibility. Even though she has a job, sometimes job can only do so much. But if you're someone out there interested in sponsoring her, reach out with genuine interest. Don't be that weird guy. Like, hey, Talia, yeah, I saw your last show, and I seen your pictures. You really can of buff. I can get a can. Yeah, no, stop that. Don't do that.
Please don't.
You go, dear Mrs. Figgy, we are so interested in you. We love your story, your passion. Um, this is what really represents women in the sport of bodybuilding. I mean, the work you put in, the consistency. We work for a company. We like to help athletes achieve their goals in their process. So if you are interested in being one of our ambassadors, brand ambassadors, we'll set everything up. Anything we want from you to see you succeed. So if there's something that works with you, let us know.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk.
Yeah, sign the contract, baby. If I could do that, I would love to do that. I mean, like I said, my channel is just a small channel, and there's so many other guys. Like there's guys like my man David Brown over Female Body Channel, Female Body, or Female Body Forum, Female Body Channel, DD on the spot. My man KL, he usually be here sometimes. I think he's working today. We love to spotlight you ladies because the fact is we're fans. And yes, I know my crime is I am a muscle purse schmuck. I'm not gonna be. I still have some nicks to work out, but during this process, I get to learn things that most people don't understand what it is to be a competitor or athlete in the sport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it sounds like you have fun with what you do. That's for sure.
Yeah. Here we got here from a man. Lawrence says, "I'm just you too, George, but keep my health at the same time to be like these ladies, but it takes time and it's no rush. Yeah, it's nothing to rush about.
No kidding.
And
I've been
also,
building for 7 years.
yeah. Also says, everyone here, I hope you have a great new year. Continue to be consistent and on yourself and your journey. Oh, appreciate that, brother. Also, here's my man Tony 970 says, yes, 100% willing to support Talia. I will DM you right now. You better check your DMs later. We don't hold you long. Also, we have here a man, Jedi says, is this the first podcast she's done?
Actually, yeah.
So I'm your first time.
You are.
I know one time I was interviewing a lady, her name's Maria, she's a pro, and she told me I was her first podcast. It's just we say you're your first time, you just get so excited. Just sometimes you just get so excited. It just makes you so, I'm just an agent of chaos. Stallion, I just love dynamite gasoline. Oh, I'll tell you before I leave, I want to tell you something. You are beautiful.
Oh, thank
I'm sorry about him.
you.
I can't. I don't. I gotta see a specialist. I got to. I mean, but anyway. But ma'am, we won't hold you much too longer, and we do appreciate your time and giving you. I know you're a busy lady, working, training, taking care of babies. Just really being an example what it is to be an athlete in a sport about me. And now you have the luxury, the pleasure of being IFBB Pro. I keep saying this. I think there should be more benefits to it, not just like the IFBB should take care of your athletes. We don't come see the coaches. We don't come see the trainers. We don't come see the promoters. We don't come see the judges. We come see y'all. And I think there should be more benefits to it, like little things that help y'all along the way. Because you know what? If it wasn't for people like yourself who come to the sport, who found a passion for it, and who love what they're doing, no one really comes, no one really want to pay attention. But it wouldn't be anything.
Right.
Who's one, it just wouldn't be.
No, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been training to do this for so long. It just decided to finally do it. It's not like I thought, oh, I'm going to be a bodybuilder and then just start. It doesn't work like that. You have to love what you do for sure.
Yeah, because like I said, it's a process, and it's a process that you have to understand. And once you understand fully what's involved in it, then like people, I hear people say you can trust it, but you don't trust anything without understanding what's it about, what's the work that's involved in it, the training, the regimen, the diet. I know the times where when your kids are at home, they're eating their stuff. You can't eat what they eat because they might eat macaroni cheese and chicken nuggets, but you got to eat quinoa and fish, or you have the rice and broccoli, and or like a 10-ounce steak.
Yeah,
Just it's part of you building your muscle. You don't eat for the pleasure. You eat to grow and to build.
true. Thankfully, I know flavors and I know how to cook, so that's been very helpful. And I actually got a very cute compliment from my 7-year-old. We went to Mastro's for my celebration dinner, and we ordered the sides. One of them was Brussels sprouts, and he says, "Mommy, I like your Brussels sprouts better than theirs." So,
It'll take much to impress a kid. It don't take much.
but still, to have
uh,
a 7-year-old eating greens in the first place is kind of a win for me. So, yeah,
that's good
I,
because
I like that they know how to eat and they like the food that I eat and they're used to it. I've been doing it for years, so
that's good because you know what